Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Hump Day. This is Ricardo and Miguel back with another video for you guys. And today we said we were going to talk about divorces, right?
Correct.
All right. So let's touch a little bit about that. Like, what's the good things, the pros and the cons with divorces?
Well, I mean, here's the myths, right? What people think, hey, I'm going through a divorce, I can't purchase a home, right? I can't finance a property because I'm going through a divorce. Well, that myth is incorrect. If you are going through a divorce, right, you're separating, you don't have a divorce decree, but you're looking to purchase a home, guess what? You can purchase a home. But again, we do need a little help from the other party who you're getting a divorce with, which is going to become your soon to become ex-husband. As long as that individual, that person is willing to sign off on the grand deed, you are able to purchase a home. Yes, you're able to purchase a home and finance the property. So that's all we ask for.
Okay. So, and the grand deed is just like the title, right?
Right. Yeah. It's like basically kind of like a quick claim deed. Basically, they're removing their name from any liability or ownership of the property.
Right. Basically, they sign a piece of paper, the quit claim deed,
Right.
saying that I don't want anything to do with the house.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So the way it works is when you're purchasing a home, you're signing your loan documents, and they're gonna record the documents. It's gonna show that you're purchasing the home, married, sold, and separate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's basically what it is. So can you? Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can purchase a home.
And I don't have to worry about the ex coming after the house.
No,
Okay.
because that's what I'm saying. That's why they're signing off on that they have
Right.
no interest in the property at
Awesome.
all. But again, we have to make sure that that person that you're divorcing
They're
is
willing.
100%
Yeah.
agreeing with that, because I've had in the past where, yeah, I'm willing to do it. We're going to the closing table, and guess what? That person's not willing to sign off on it anymore.
Yeah.
So as long as, it's a divorce, you guys are in good standing. Hopefully you guys are,
Hopefully.
right? And that person's willing to do it.
Yeah. So
no
guys,
problem.
don't mess up, man, because the wife is gonna go after you for that house.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you can do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to selling, like let's say you bought a house with your wife,
Okay.
and one day you guys divorce and you guys need to sell the house. How does that work?
So basically, if you guys are going through a divorce, and again, it just depends if you're gonna do this out of, starting the divorce. It would be preferably if you can do that, to do it before you start the divorce, right? Because then you're gonna get the judge involved, and he's gonna have to make the final decision in regards to who's gonna keep the home and what's the percentage that other person's gonna be keeping in regards to equity. So if you can refrain from doing it, in the court system, do it, because it's a lot better. You know what I mean? Make that
Do it mutual instead of
a mutual agreement, and not do it through the courts, because once the judge gets involved, and he has to give the sign-so signature
For
in
everything.
regards to for everything.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay.
So we're gonna have to wait for a settlement agreement, a document showing that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's a lot better to do it that way.
Yeah, as soon as you involve the court, it's another ballpark.
Oh,
a different
yeah,
animal.
for sure. And it's,
With everything.
Yeah. And again, you have another party, like say you're selling your home, and you have a buyer that's waiting to purchase that home, right?
Mhm.
So they have to wait until the judge makes that decision.
Gotcha.
So that's basically how it would work.
Okay.
So refrain from it,
Yeah, for sure.
right? But other than that, I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, don't think because you're going through a divorce, you're not able to sell or you're not able to purchase a home, because you can. And if you're looking to do that, make sure you contact Ricardo.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here
Right.
for anything. Anything you guys need, any questions, just let me know.
Yeah, and then if any lending questions, again, you can contact me, 323-819-2288.
Yeah, and don't forget, for you first-time home buyers, whenever you want to buy a house, you got to form a team. And the two people that are going to be on your team is a good lender, a good realtor.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you three will work together to make that home yours, and get the keys to open it up and make it yours. So
Exactly.
on that note, I'm going to talk about a little bit of the market update. Right now in the high desert, Hesperia, Victorville, Adelanto, all those surrounding areas like that, right now we're currently at around 880 homes actively for sale, which is good because just 3 months ago we were around 400 homes. So inventory is going up. Prices are still very strong. Prices are actually still going just a little bit higher, but there is a slight shift in the market. So what does that mean for you guys? Buyers, it might be your time. If you wanted to buy a house before and you just couldn't because of how competitive the market was, your time could be coming. For sellers, you're gonna start to lose that, that edge you have where you can get away with not paying for closing costs and like all these other costs that you can be saving. So if you guys have been thinking about making a move, reach out to me so we can talk about it a little further. And then another thing I wanted to touch on, my second topic was, the foreclosures. People are thinking because of the forbearance and everything, there's going to be a lot of foreclosures happening. But I have a little bit of, statistics for you guys, just for, keeping you guys up to date with the market. Back in 2008, when everything, took a dive, there were 9.3 million people that lost their homes in that area due to foreclosures, short sales, whatever it is. Right now, as of last Friday, only 1.8 million, and that's all over the nation, are in forbearance. But only 13% of them are currently in foreclosure. So that equals to around 240,000 homes, which sounds like a lot, 240,000, but that's nothing in comparison to 9.3 million people back in 2008. So yes, there are going to be foreclosures. There's going to be a little bit of movement in there, but nothing near like 2008. I think the government learned their lesson back then, and they're going to do whatever it takes not to let it happen again. So, there's people that are waiting for that stuff to happen. Yes, it's going to be possible, but it's gonna be a little hard. So try not to hold on to that. A lot of people are reaching out to me, telling me like, hey, let me know when there's going to be a foreclosure happening. But it's not as easy as it sounds. So.
So what does that mean, Ricardo? Does that mean that we're gonna have another downturn like before in 2008, like to where the houses did 50%?
No.
Or we're looking at just a correction?
Just like it's gonna be a little shift, but nothing like 2008.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The government learned their lesson back then.
Right.
Because what happened was back then, you can walk into a bank, say you make $200,000 a year, and you want to buy a $1 million home.
Right.
And they don't ask for any paperwork. They're like, okay, here you go. Here's the money. Buy your house. But now there's rules. You as a lender know. What do they ask for? FICOs, tax returns, income,
pay stubs. So it's not like before where, like Ricardo says, we have those liar loans or, stated income loans where, hey, how much do you make? I make $150,000 a year, but you're delivering pizza. Yes, I don't think you can make that amount of money delivering pizza, but we went based on what the client told us, right? And that was a stated income loan. State what you make, it's all verbal, and that's what happened. We had loans that were fixed for 2-3 years, and it adjusted after the third year. So what happens? You had a monthly payment of $1,400. That third year, that payment would adjust to, let's say, $2,000 or $2,500. You know what I mean? That's what people weren't able to make their mortgage payments because they didn't have the amount of money to pay for that monthly mortgage. Yeah. So now, guess what? We're not doing those type of mortgages anymore. Yeah. You have to qualify.
Yeah. What screwed people over was those adjustable rates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those negative rates. Amortization loans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those interest only loans, or not even interest only. It's you're paying less than the interest of that monthly interest that was being charged on the mortgage. So that pretty much, unfortunately, didn't help the mortgage industry when it hit in 2008.
Yeah.
So, like you said, just correction, right? If it happens.
Yeah, it's not going to be anywhere near the same. Like I said, only 240 right now are in foreclosure.
Wow.
And it was 9.3 million last night.
Whoa, that's a lot, right?
Yeah.
But
we're coming up to 10 minutes. I promised I was going to keep the video short. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to me or Miguel.
Yep.
And we'll be more than happy to help you. Have a good day.
See ya.